What is up, guys? In today's video I'm going to be talking about how to beat the UFO, because if you guys were unaware, the UFOs were added back for this weekend only as a part of a wild weekend. The impulse grenades were also added back, and I'll explain them later on in the video for those who don't already know what impulse grenades are. But the main point of this video is going to be talking about beating the UFOs, because a lot of people are going to see this as a really overpowered vehicle, similar to what we've had with planes in the past, the tanks, the battle bus, the mech. UFO is kind of a similar category of item. It is added today, Friday the 12th, as I'm making this video, and it will be removed Monday morning, which is August the 15th. So it's only technically here for 3 days, but I thought I'd make this video anyways to help you guys fight it. If you guys do enjoy this video or find it helpful or informative, remember to give it a like, subscribe if you'd like to see more, and comment down below what you think of the UFOs being added back for this wild weekend. So the easiest way to take out the UFOs, and this is actually something I didn't know when I was playing today, but my friend told me this when I was watching their stream, is just to use the heavy sniper. The heavy sniper does 600 damage to vehicles, and the UFO has 600 HP. So one heavy sniper bullet removes the UFO from existence, and it does blow up, and it can cause the driver damage from it exploding or potentially even fall damage. So the heavy sniper is probably the easiest way to get rid of it. If you're playing a team game mode, having somebody in your team carry the heavy sniper has its benefits all the time, but to counter the UFOs, it's pretty nice. So that is by far the easiest way to take it out. The next thing that'll really work well against it is going to be the boogie bombs. You can knock the players out of it, and if they're high enough when you hit it, they'll actually die to fall damage, like this clip I got here. I boogie bombed the UFO. The guy just died to fall damage completely. So that works, and that's nice. But it can be pretty awkward to hit the UFO with the boogie bomb. It really is going to depend on like where it is, how high in the sky it is, and just the angles. It's hard to make this one work, and it would really depend on them getting too close to you. But that could happen because one of the main attacks of the UFO is that it like picks up objects and then like kind of swings those around. And when people are trying to kill you that way, they'll probably be within boogie range most of the time. And then they'll get knocked out of the vehicle. You can shoot them. They'll potentially die to fall damage, and that should be a somewhat easy kill for you to get. The final way to take out UFOs, or one of the other ways that I found to take out UFOs, is to get inside of it. So the UFO is a circle, and that entire ring on the UFO is passenger seats. So if you're able to get up inside of it, you can get on the passenger seat and then just start shooting the driver. They might swap seats. Typically, when this happened, when they swapped seats, they would be to my left. I don't know if that's always how it is, but every time I fought a UFO and I got on top of it and started shooting them and then they swapped seats, I was to the left of them. So that might have just been randomly lucky that every time they ended up in the same spot when they swapped, or maybe they always end up to the left of you. I'm not sure, but you just want to get up inside of it, get on the seat, start shooting them. You'll either kill them that way, they'll get out, or they'll swap to a passenger seat, and then you can kill them that way. That is one of the easier ways that I've found to do that, and you can accomplish this just through any sort of mobility item, whether it's shockwaves, rift-to-goes, the grapplers. The grapple glove is really nice because not only does it make it really easy to get on in it, because you can just constantly grapple onto the UFO itself, I feel like it kind of hard counters anything the UFO is trying to do to you. Like, it's really hard for them to shoot you with its blast when you're just grappling onto it. And then it's also hard for them to hit you with any sort of object that they're like using the telekinesis on. So the grapple glove, I feel like pretty hard counters the UFO. And so also, if you're around the lake area, any of the launch pads could also work to do this. So that is going to be the easiest ways to beat the UFO. The boogie bomb will knock them out of it. The heavy sniper will destroy it. And if you have any mobility items and you don't feel like carrying boogie bombs, or you don't feel like carrying a heavy sniper, any sort of mobility item can make it somewhat easy for you to get on it, and then just you have a much easier time fighting the person when they're in the driver's seat and you're just frying them. So those are the situations or the outcomes that I found easiest to beat the UFO with. But with it only having 600 HP, you can kind of just destroy it with your AR rather quickly. You might not just like full fry it like really easily, but a few bursts of the AUG and you'll make the person who's driving it probably not want to be in it anymore. So even just your assault rifle or any weapon you're carrying, you can put pressure on the UFO rather quickly. And so the final part of this video, I'm just going to explain what UFO or impulse grenades are, because I know I have a lot of newer viewers. And I was getting asked this a bunch today when I was streaming, like, what are impulse grenades? Why are those back? Because for the Wild Week this weekend, the UFO and the impulse grenades are back. I don't really know why they're related, but that is what Epic decided to do. And mainly, impulse grenades are just less effective shockwaves. So impulse grenades were added really on in Fortnite And I don't think shockwaves came until season 5 or 6, and shockwaves were kind of seen as like the upgraded version of impulse grenades, and since then we haven't really seen impulse grenades back. But impulse grenades are just shockwaves, but less effective. They don't send you as far, they don't send you as high, and they also don't negate fall damage. So if you use these when you're on a mountain or are somewhere high up, you can take fall damage. You also won't go through walls with these, and so that's another way where like the shockwave is just better or stronger in every way. Like it sends you further, sends you there faster. I feel like it negates fall damage. It'll send you through walls. But the impulse is not as drastic of a mobility item. You could still use it sometimes to push people, especially in zero build when you're going like mostly like laterally, like through a field or something. Or if somebody's using like cover, you could throw an impulse at them and they maybe wouldn't go as far as a shockwave would. But I don't really know why they're added back with shockwaves in the game. I feel like they're not that significant. They're just shockwaves, but worse. But you can cause people fall damage with them, which could be interesting. Like if you had people camping on a mountain and for whatever reason you had both impulses and shockwaves in your inventory, you could shockwave yourself straight up, throw the impulse at them. They're going to get knocked out, but they're going to be susceptible to fall damage, whereas you aren't. So that's the main difference. It's really not a really impactful item. I feel like a lot of people just wanted them back for the memes of trying to kill somebody with fall damage or like team killing their teammates with it. That was like what I saw most of the time back in the day, was just people team killing with it. But that's going to be it for this video. I'm going to let the gameplay play out, which is going to be a game I recently got on stream. If you guys did find this helpful or informative, remember to give it a like, subscribe if you would like to see more, comment down below what you think of the UFOs and what you think of this wild week, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. You played 2 matches today and a UFO won both? What the heck? I've not lost to a UFO like end game like that. There's a guy in there. That might be the NPC pickaxing it, but like his NPC went over there. I don't think the NPC belonged to either of the players that I already killed. You're not shooting at my wolf. Who do you think you are? Get him, wolf. That's so awkward. I was trying to get in close, that way he couldn't boogie us both. Or, like, if he boogied, he would hit both of us, and then I wouldn't be at a significant disadvantage. 4 opponents remaining. I'm not sure if I want to drop this grapple for boogies. I like, typically prefer shockwave boogie, but I don't know if that UFO is still in play. Just want to shoot this guy so he's less likely to land on me. I don't know what happened to that guy that was close to me that I tried to boogie. I missed it. Not at all the way I intended to go, but whatever. Still kind of got to the same spot. He's not in there. Yeah, I deadass don't know what happened to that player. But yeah, I just really didn't want that guy that rifted to just like land on me and 50-50 me, because I thought there was a player around here still. We have 4 opponents remaining. We have zone. This is odd. No one's doing anything. I don't know where any of these people are. It's probably like all hiding on different spots. But like, I feel like when zero build, when you get an end game like this where just nobody is doing anything, it is just all timing based. Like whoever happens to fight first, like just pretty much automatically loses because everybody else third parties them. And I have zone, but I would almost rather not have zone. Because whoever has zone here is going to get focused, and I have so much mobility that we would be able to like late rotate if I didn't get zone. Them fighting is big for me. One v one v one. I actually don't have much cover up here, but we can maybe like use the like angle as cover, like the fact that I can like crouch down. They might not be able to see me unless they're at the crest of that mountain. Still another player that we don't know about. I would assume he's hiding in this bush if he hasn't ran into that other player yet. I'm hoping that the like top of that mountain is not in zone. Not in that bush. I don't know where he is then. The fact that they haven't ran into each other is bizarre. Maybe in that one. Like maybe one player's over there and then one player's over there. I'm just trying to figure out where they could be because the fact that they haven't fought each other yet. Kind of bizarre. Going close for it. I'm just like not even gonna shoot at him. Yep. I tried to shockwave them in his zone. But that's what I was saying. Like, all of it just comes down to, like, who fights who first. Like, if this player here, like, shockwaved onto me and that guy also had shockwaves, we would have fought, and then he could have third-party it with shockwaves. That's why that shit was so random. It's just all about who got attacked first.